Alright guys, in this one we will be covering a question that I get often enough: fees. Alright, now to me this one is pretty straightforward. This should be a pretty quick video, but I get this question often enough that I end up I should just make a video about it. Okay. And the question is like, how do you get fees when you got your own clone, or when you how does pancakeswap get fees? Because to me, like, that's the question you're asking. Because if you're making an automated market maker or a swap, right, you make a dex, like, how does the dex get fees? Now this should be a pretty if you're familiar. Yes, sir. Thanks for that. I was watching my dog interact with my cat here. But no, if you're used to exchanges at all, this shouldn't be exactly new information for you. But I'll just give you guys a quick little rundown in case, as well as maybe some other way you can earn fees by creating your own DEX and having your own token. And again, quick reminder guys, if you do want something like this or any other Web3 or 2 project done for you, email down below, reach out to me and my team will get it done for you. All right, let's jump into it. All right, so how does it work? Like, how do you get fees? All right, like I said, it's not rocket science, right? Like, I'm on the Rinkibi testnet here. This is one of those clones that I made a while back on the testnet that never went live, but it's good for showing or testing purposes. All right, so Rinkibi, unfortunately, the testnet is down, so I won't be able to do many transactions, if any. But we won't need to show you what we're going about here. All right, so we want to do a swap, right? People, you make a DEX, you make a swap, you make a clone, right? The exchange clone. Like, people want to swap, right? They can swap any tokens like ERC20 tokens or BIP or Binance Smart Chain tokens, whatever you want them to swap, including your token. And we'll talk about the fee structure for that, which will make it so that you can get liquidity in from your own token or from your own DEX. All right, so the first way to capture fees here for you is with, and you can see here, liquidity provider fee. All right, so you see it says here, for each trade at 0.2% fees paid, 0.17 goes to liquidity providers and 0.03 goes to pancakeswap treasury. All right, now that's 0.03, and you can change this if you create your own as well, but that is or was the default on pancakeswap. It changes from time to time. Those are like the fees that you pay when you try to do a swap on the exchange, right? So you want 100 ETH to 100 Ether or whatever, it has a price, and there's some amount that is taken out for you to do that exchange on the blockchain, right? The fees from that exchange goes to the exchange owner, which in this case would be you, right? So and how do you do that? It's pretty simple. All right, so on the factory contract here, which I brought up our own, all right, you can see this this variable here that says fee2. Now this variable fee2 is just a thing you can write, and you can set it to address here, like or wallet address, right? And for all fees that are like exchange, like on the swap, the fee will get sent there, or whatever percentage that works out, whatever that number is, will get sent to our address, and that's how we'll collect our fees. You can vary, you can change the fees back and forth. You can charge more, you can charge less, because it's your DEX. So whatever pancakeswap charges 0.2 or whatever it is that they're doing now. But that's how it works. You just put, so me and my team, for example, just take your address, we put it here for you, and you get the fees from your exchange. Pretty simple. All right. Another way to earn fees from the exchange is with your token. So let's say and you can do this with very varying pairs of tokens, right? So I don't know if you've ever been on like a different exchange, right? You go on different exchanges, sometimes you'll see different prices for different tokens, right? And that's because of like liquidity and different things. Sometimes you'll hear about arbitrage, bots and whatnot. But let's just take your own token, for example. Let's say you create your own token, which you do get when you create your own DEX like this, Pancake as Cake. You will have your whatever in your pancakeswap or whatever in this case, right? And you're the one creating that token. So let's say you can set the price for that token on the exchange because it's your token, right? You can also do that on pancakeswap, but you get more control over it with when it's your exchange because you're creating all the peers. Therefore, you can set like the initial price. So if there is some advantage for users to buy this token on your side, for example, then you can capture whatever spread is there between that peer and the real value. Well, why would users do that? Leading into the next way you might lead to, why would users do that? Well, sometimes on these exchanges, as you know, we do have these things called farms, right? And these farms are you can earn token from them. Everybody knows if you've been on pancakeswap, you were there in the early days or whatever, you know this. You stake your tokens to earn another token, usually the exchange token or whatever project that is being like worked on token. And sometimes you can earn different tokens from pools and so on. It varies, right? But users will sometimes, maybe you have a unique token that's on your side, and you, in order to stake in one of these farms, you need the LP, the liquidity points, right? You need LP to stake this farm to earn whatever token is like being dished out. So this is in the early days, pancakeswap used this as kind of its way to raise initial liquidity for Cake, right? By creating these different pairs, and then users would stake their tokens, they will stake their LP, building up liquidity, and then rewarding them with Cake or rewarding them with your token, so that you can build up your ETH reserves or your BNB reserves or your USDT reserves. But you know, the incentive there is that users would be rewarded for believing in your project at the get-go, as well as there can just be whatever reason for it, right? Another way that is extremely common with fees is when you have your own token, right? This one is pretty common. Like you have your own token, you can say, maybe I should show this here. Let me just bring this up real quick. You can, in the design for your own token, have fees. So you can have a marketing fee, you can have a trade fee, you can have a sell fee, a buy fee, and all these different things. And all these different things are like numbers that you can say, percentages, that whenever it's traded on an exchange or whenever it's traded, you get the money from that percentage exchange like to your address. And in a lot of these cases, it's literally just setting your address on these contracts. So you see here the marketing fee, and this one here is 5%, and you see there's a sell fee or a sell fee which is 16% or something like this. And where is the address? Let me read. Dev fee, blah, blah, blah. Marketing, you can see marketing wallet here, which is just like one of your addresses, you know, or one of your addresses that you set, and all the transactions that happening on this token, the fees from that like go to your address. So as you can see, there are a couple ways here you can earn your fees from having your own clone and stuff like that. But in general, and if you look at pancakeswap, this will be confirmed to be true. The vast majority of fees from an exchange are coming from the swap, right? Meaning when you do an exchange here, users do an exchange, you get your fee, and that's it kind of on the factory contract that we showed before, where you can set your address that gets it. All right, and as well as so that's sometimes the bulk of fees, but also a way to capture fees is with your farms. You can use your farm. Sometimes they're like depositing fees, and let me show this. I've implemented that before, where you can charge like a deposit fee of like 5%. I'm sure if you guys are familiar, you've seen this 5%, 10% to deposit in the farm to earn whatever token. And so whatever way you choose to build out your economy about that, you can set the fees. But the typical ways are like with the swap, which you can set on the factory contract. You should know yours, or if you don't, then hit me up. Me and my guys should know what we just said for you. As well as on the farm contract, if you have like your deposit fees and stuff. we set that up for you, so it goes directly to your address when users deposit. All right, guys, so that's the pretty basic way in which you set fees for your exchange, for your swap, for your clone. And again, quick reminder, guys, if you do want something like this or any other Web3 or Web2 project as well, guys, done for you, reach out down below, contact me in email. Me and my guys will take care of it for you. All right, guys, so until then, I will see you in the next one.